Searching the globe to find animals good enough to be called funny. It's the planet's funniest animals. The animal show that doesn't bite. So jump up on the good couch and meet puppies who grin and bear it. A house that's for the birds, not squirrels. Plus, animals that make a big splash. All that and much, much more on the planet's funniest animals. And now, the man who is known to the world as the fifth dung beetle, Matt Gallant.
Hi, and welcome to the planet's funniest animals. The show that's broadcast in color, even though your dog only sees it in black and white. You know, there's an old saying, laugh and the world laughs with you, but fall down and hurt yourself and the world laughs even louder. And if you think the world's getting a chuckle, you should see how misfortune cracks up your pet. Sometimes man's best laid plans are spoiled by animals. For instance, all this woman wanted to do was take a Sunday ride on her horse. Her horse, however, just thought she should take a flying leap. Now, all this guy wanted to do was take his horse out and get close to nature. But he didn't think he'd be getting this close. Small children should only hold small dogs by a leash. And never ever a 200-pound stampeding calf. When this man gets nose to nose with his pet bird, it's his nose that suffers.
Turn it.
Here's a kid who thought it would be fun to learn about crabs firsthand. And coincidentally, it was the hand the crab went after first. Well, that's what happens when you give a crab the finger. These two kids just want the experience of being face to face with a sheep. Apparently, there's something about the kid's face the sheep doesn't like. Did you ever play the game King of the Hill when you were a kid? Well, here's a kid who invented his own version called King of the Car. The idea is to get on top of the car when the owner isn't looking. If you do, you're the king of the car. By the way, don't play this unless you have insurance and the car is parked. Dogs enjoy playing roughhouse just like one of the guys. That is, if one of the guys has the habit of relieving himself in the wrong place. Here's a guy who picked the wrong time to dress up like Santa. First, he shouldn't get near a dog when he's wearing what looks like cotton candy hanging from his chin. And second, it's not Christmas. On a hot day, there's nothing more refreshing than splashing around in a cool pool of water. Unless you enjoy the cool breeze you feel when your dog jumps in and sends you flying out of the pool. This guy knows that animals usually don't bite the hand that feeds them. Of course, that doesn't mean that they have a problem ramming the butt of the guy who has the hand that feeds them. Maybe next time the guy will get the ram's food order right so he won't have to feed and run. All this kid wanted to do was get together with a room full of puppies. What he didn't know is that the get-together would be so tongue-in-cheek. You know, if there's one thing that annoys animals more than those pesky deer ticks, it's that annoying paparazzi. Take a look now at these confrontations with the world's most notorious pests. Now here's a guy just trying to take a picture out in a wooded area. What he doesn't know is that he's in an area where there's no flash photography allowed. Some photographers insist on getting right in your face. Maybe that's why this horse decided to show him his best side. The paparazzi seem to have no problem sticking their nose in other people's business. Maybe that's why these pigs have no problem sticking their noses all over the camera lens. This ostrich certainly isn't smiling for the birdie. Photojournalists have to be wary of birds who get too close to the camera. Not only do they go out of focus, but the birds end up stealing part of the camera lens. But all in all, most animals don't really hate photographers. They're just a little camera shy. On the other hand, this dancing ostrich loves being the center of attention and realizes that if it wasn't for the camera, he'd never get a chance to appear on the planet's funniest animals. Ever wonder why animals have such poor dining habits? Well, for one, most of them don't have laps to put a napkin on. No doubt they'll probably benefit from these simple rules of dining out. When dining out, it's always preferable to make a reservation. Otherwise, you may end up sitting near the bathroom. Avoid restaurants where you're asked to wait in the bar or behind bars until your table is ready. If the waitress brings only one drink when you order two, it's impolite to fight like pigs over who gets it. Always avoid stuffing yourself at the all-you-can-eat buffet. And never crawl onto the sneeze guard. If you're being served by a rude waitress who practically throws your food at you, do your best to catch it before it hits the ground. If it accidentally does touch the ground, eat it anyway. It's always polite to take your time and not eat and run. For proper digestion, always remember to chew each bite 26 times. It's preferable, however, to first get the food inside the mouth. If a restaurant doesn't seem safe to eat in, take the food to go. If you like sanitary, formal dining establishments, avoid the all-you-can-eat buffets. They may be fast and fun, But when there's a crowd, you may end up fighting someone over that last remaining food nugget. And finally, it's important to eat off of clean dishes. But trust that the automatic dishwasher can do the job without you inside. If you ever wondered how well the airline baggage handlers treat your luggage when you go on a trip, just watch how happy your cat is the next time you try to put him in his travel cage. Do you think he knows something? Boy, I don't know why this cat suddenly doesn't want to get in his carrier. Do you think it has anything to do with riding 3,000 miles in the freezing belly of an eardrum-shattering jet and tumbling helplessly down a baggage carousel? Well, obviously that method isn't going to work. Maybe if she tries another approach. Here's an idea. Use gravity and gently pour the cat into the cage. Well, it looks like we'll be getting a cat sitter for the week. Don't go away, or I'll give your dog permission to hog your side of the couch.
Coming up, Lassie's evil twin. Plus, why they call it a rainforest. A puppy who reflects on his own life. And an irrepressible lap dog. When we return to the planet's funniest animals.
You know, if there's one thing we've learned here at the planet's funniest animals, it's that no matter what happens, the show must go on. Unless, of course, I have a tummy ache. Anyway, here now are some basic rules of the theater. When doing a news broadcast, a reporter knows that the show must go on no matter what. But if a monkey doesn't like what the reporter is saying, well, who cares about the show? Or the reporter?
I'm not an animal, I'm a TV star!
The show must always go on. Even if a fellow actor suddenly develops stage fright. And no show should be stopped even if the animal star suddenly has a problem with his agent. This next commercial took the prestigious, "Hey, it's a good time to get up and make a sandwich" award at this year's Cannes Film Festival. Take a look.
When your luck runs out, the best thing to do is run for Lucky Dog. Because Lucky Dog's got more than just meat. It's got the added goodness of vegetables as well. Lucky Dog. It brings out the best in your dog.
And now it's time once again for a segment we call Animail. You know, besides paying taxes, nothing gives me more pleasure than reading letters from the people at home. Like this one from Sandy Pierce of Santa Clarita, California. She writes, "Dear Matt, how do animals stay dry in storms?" Well, Sandy, I hope this will answer your question. You know that old rule, never go under a tree in the lightning storm? Well, evidently squirrels don't know that rule. Orangutans are known to fashion makeshift umbrellas. Although this one seems to be using his upside down. And some have learned to make really good umbrellas. See, you can't even tell that that's a banana leaf. Well, this much comedy doesn't come without a price, so take a look at these messages and we'll be right back.
Coming your way, an animal whose life takes a dive. Plus, pigging out on milk. Immovable objects. And more exciting duct tape. When we return to the planet's funniest animals.
If the animals in this next piece were people, they'd be really smart. But they're not. They're animals, so we expect more from them. Take a look at these animals who just don't get it. This cat can't understand why his identical twin brother won't let him into that other room. This puppy thinks he found a new friend to play with looking back through that window. This dog just can't seem to understand what happened to that mirror's butt. This magpie thinks it hit the jackpot by finding a 5-headed worm. But with a worm this big, it's better to think of it as a friend than dinner. Here are a couple pigs who can't understand why drinking milk hasn't made them big and strong like their mom. Here's a goat who just can't understand why he has to move an entire cow just to ring that bell. But before any animal gets involved in dating, he should first get his eyes examined. So he doesn't bring the wrong girl home to mother. You know, if you were one of those people who thought it was controversial when Major League Baseball introduced interleague play, you may find this next segment very disturbing. But for everyone else, please enjoy this footage of a duck playing Catch Me If You Can with Rex the dog. Catch Me If You Can is a dog and duck version of cat and mouse. it's known as duck hunting season. But Rex and the duck are two friends just playing for fun. Actually, this game is pretty one-sided because not only can the duck outswim Rex in the water, but they're no match in the air either. You know, we could conclude our show with cheap sensationalism for the shameless purpose of getting good ratings. But we at the planet's funniest animals decided to take the high road and bring you real high-diving mules. Remember when mules carried food and water and helped plow fields so that all the world could eat? Well, Tim Rivers got disgusted with all that exploitation and decided to provide the opportunity for mules to do what they do naturally. Climb 30 feet into the air and jump into 6 feet of water. Notice that the mules do all this by themselves with no prodding from Tim Rivers. But Tim's dedication didn't end with mules. Over the years, Tim has helped other animals realize their full potential. A word of warning, however, to those who are thinking of teaching their pet to dive off a 3-meter board into a swimming pool. Please make sure the pet dries off before going into the house. So today we send out a sincere thanks to Tim Rivers, humanitarian American. Well, we've got to say goodbye for now, but until next time, remember, please don't yell moo to a cow when you pass it in your car. You look really stupid. Goodbye, everybody.